It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And a terrific international prospect, Luka Doncic, suiting up tonight. Kenny, it's rare to see someone this young with such a complete game.
You know what? A couple of our friends were talking, me and my friends, about this guy.
When? Yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago. And he's ready. He's strong. He's got a wide frame. He reads defenses well, exceptionally well.
He's good at creating his own shot. He shows a lot of pro-level moves, and you broke that streak of 10 straight.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Lakers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Take a look at the Mavericks. If you think about their performance from last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction with the win here in this one.
You know, right now, Dallas, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, and we're deep enough into the season now to know they don't have what it takes to mount up any kind of charge.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we've heard the term unicorn given to rare players with great height and perimeter skills like Kristaps Porzingis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and the Greek Freak. But with ever more big men adapting to today's perimeter-oriented game, unicorns might not be so rare after all. Kevin, we need a new name.
Amazing to think. DA, thanks. You know, Chris, I don't know if we can call it unexpected, but a couple highly regarded rookies have struggled so far to begin the year right out of the gate.
You have to learn your way in here. Just because you were great on one level does not guarantee you success at this level. And that's why you have to come in with a great work ethic and an open ear and a heart that's really trying to understand the concepts of the game. It's a huge adjustment going from college to the pros. You think about it, you're playing against guys that are stronger, guys that have more of a mental advantage because they've been through the situation that you're going through the first time over and over and over. The game is much faster, players are much better, and the thing I think is usually the biggest kind of separator of levels is that your athletic ability no longer means anything. Very rarely do you come from college being the best athlete and now the best athlete in the NBA. So many different levels, and you just hope that guys don't get caught in the struggle, but understand that the struggle for any player is part of the game, part of the transition from college to the pro.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Barea. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Cousins inside, guarded by Marjanovic. It's good.
Oh, not a lot you can do. Cousins is this dominant. He's imposing his will inside.
Barea against Rondo. Now here's Barea. Defense is right there. Doncic with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Rondo. And so just over a minute and a half played. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Davis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. And finished off by Davis.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Barea. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Ball's knocked loose. Rondo with the steal. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Hardaway with it. Now Green defending. It's deflected. And again, Dallas turns it over.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Great showing for him last season. Second in assists, third in scoring, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists. His court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Now, here's Green. Inside, it's stolen by Marjanovic. Now, here's Doncic, covered by LeBron, and it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell comes in for Marjanovic, and it's DeLon Wright in for J.J. Barea. It's stolen by Rondo. Passes it to Cousins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trailed by 3. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, two of the greatest players to ever play the game, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year. And I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Bradley's checked in for James. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here is McGee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bradley against Jackson. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. And again, no good by the Lakers.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Right outside. Down low, Porzingis, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Cook kicks to Kuzma. 1:31 left in the first quarter of the game. The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Brunson. McGee with the block. Lets it go with the 3. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist from Cook.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Brunson, guarded by Kuzma. And he comes up with the deuce. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Bradley. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Cook. And here's McGee. Lets it go from deep. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Mavericks trail by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Brunson, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jackson kicks to right. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He gets it in there. Here is Cook. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
Being a player that thought he knew it all, thought he was the best thing walking, and I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, of course, my game has grown, my knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ, but it's just the typical thing from a rookie to a veteran.
And Greg, you see it on the floor now. When Cousins keeps his emotions in check, he's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Cook out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Young in at the small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's tipped. Here is Cook. Kicks to McGee. Outside Bradley. You talk about players working hard, but also being smart. I'm sure there are some training methods, C-Web, that you think translate well to success on the court.
Good nutrition has become more and more popular. That, along with rest and then cardio, you must be in shape because the game and the pace of the game is so much faster. So, yes, you have to be smart in your training message, especially for your recuperation, especially for your rehabilitation. If there's any injuries, you want to try to stay fresh while you're giving your all. And that's tough, especially back-to-back in an 82-game season. That can be tough, but it's something that you must focus on, and that's your health.
I can only imagine. Young's shot is off.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. Clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Danny Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis, and Barea subbed in for Wright. And so it's Dallas with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Barea. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. Here's Brunson. Here's Marjanovic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. LeBron, he's checked in for Nick Young. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Outside, Green. Back to James. Pass to Davis. And it's blocked. Here's Barea. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's James. He's guarded closer. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter how much contact there is. He's just got that ability to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And that one falls for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Barea with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's James. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota. Cousins takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Oh, the body control of Cousins. Knows how to get hit and still finish off the shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the middle, here's Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
And he makes the first.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, or stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot or start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easy easier because they explain it to you, and then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor, Chris Mullin.
I love that story. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And did you notice how each miss fired up the crowd even more? It became a vicious cycle.
They don't got nothing on me till I pop. They don't got nothing on me, call it cop. I hit that run like I have a boy running back. Look at that boy, hit that running back. Shout out to Salsa for Samocos. I got addicted to salsa tacos. These are ramen noodles. Now I see how I'm gonna make a stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Hated the glass, thought you window up. Like spraying to me like my hand no Gordana. We love Wu-Tang, but I feel like Santana. Sweet like just like she had a Montana. I was clean, Tony Montana. Made him my white car.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Anthony Davis, number one.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. Barea, the pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Lakers trail. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
.119 left in the first half of basketball. Barea against Rondo. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The pass to Doncic. Barea against Rondo. Barea kicks to Hardaway. To the left side wing. Doncic with it. Working on James. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he can't get the first one.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Nick Young's checked in for LeBron. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Lakers in the lead.
And this is where you milk the clock.
You're exactly right. No reason to give your opponent another crack at this. It's all you.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Right against Caldwell Pope. Right, looking around. Here's Porzingis, and it's good from the elbow. Porzingis has got 6.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers on top. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Now Barea on the floor for Dallas. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the three spot. Porzingis finds Barea to the inside. Here's Marjanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Marjanovic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Oh, you'd like to see a stronger pick than that, but it turns out he didn't need the help.
Green passes to Cousins. James looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of knifes through the defense there and dares you to attack him.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Gets them what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
Barea kicks to Marjanovic. Porzingis against Davis. Jacks up a three. And no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Oh, he's one of the best passing fives in the game. I mean, think about this. Cousin doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
Now, here's Barea. He kicks it to Doncic. Back to Barea. Pulls up on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Berea's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between there.
Puts up a three. No good from Cousins. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now here's Berea. Another miss by Berea.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Great open look there. And that's now 7 points here for Cousins.
And Cousins is such an assured shooter. He definitely has a score-first mentality as soon as he gets the rock.
Dallas calls timeout. Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Justin Jackson comes in for Hardaway. And it's DeLon Wright in for J.J. Barea. Now here's Wright. Doncic with it. Outside Jackson. Dallas again missing. The feed now to Cousins. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And here is James. Here's Bradley to the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Jackson looking around. Out to Wright. Passes to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Doncic. Over James. Doncic, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
Now here's Porzingis. 6 points for him. Powell makes it off the glass. Powell's got his first basket of the night.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult ones. And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously, can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Lakers second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. Powell with the steal. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
The Mavericks have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Shots good from Young.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Porzingis. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Jackson. And it's Dallas with another.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jackson against Young. Poked away. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Here's Brunson, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And it's tied up with that one. He's off on the second.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Here's Kuzma. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
Nothing feels as good as knocking down a buzzer beater. He'll remember that one forever.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee, and it's Young in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. That one goes in.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. A rebound by the Lakers. On its way from Young for 2, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Mavericks trail by 4. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Marjanovic. Here's Brunson. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. Count it. Good. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Fourth quarter still Young, just over a minute play. Can't hit from 12. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Right against Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Rondo. Dishes it to Young. And it's McGee slamming it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Here's Brunson. Porzingis inside. He's against Kuzma. Passes it to Brunson. And the 3 off target.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
They get it back. McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
Dallas calls timeout. Some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Young, and it's Green in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
Now, here's Cousins. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Barea against Rondo. Barea finds Porzingis. And here is Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Outside Rondo. And Green now, top of the key. On the wing, James. Outside Rondo for 3. Barea pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Back to Porzingis. To the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Marjanovic.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Feeds to LeBron. High post Cousins. James against Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Over Porzingis, and a little luck that time, but it drops. 6 points for LeBron.
LeBron taking what's offered from mid-range throughout his career. He's all about the best shot available.
From 15 feet away, count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Yeah, and at this stage, that's just what you need to do. You got to get those high percentage looks.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're ahead by 4. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Rajon Rondo.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Now here's Kuzma. The dish to Rondo. Kuzma against Porzingis. Now here's Kuzma. He's tightly guarded. Right side Rondo. He's off from 17 feet. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Doncic. And stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. James with the ball. He feeds it to Rondo. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now Barea. Pass to Porzingis. Clock at 6. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Rondo. Sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 7. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Barea against Rondo. Barea kicks to Porzingis. Marjanovic down low, guarded by Kuzma. It's good!
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Leading by 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
At the line for your Lakers, Rajon Rondo. 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Okay, those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 7. 20 seconds left in the game. Here's Brunson. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
At the line for 2.
2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
I mean, and that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And the Mavericks with possession. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.